It is time for some Detroit Lions rumors regarding the general manager position.
This LeGarrette Blount here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Hey, Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, aka Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
What is going on, YouTube, and welcome to the Detroit Lions general manager rumor video, and we have a legit one here for you today. But before we get into this bad boy, if you're not a subscriber, and first off, that's crazy if you're not, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button, because 60% of the people are crazy. They have not subscribed to the channel. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. As you can see, I'm getting fairly close. Once you hit 10K, the channel really opens up and you start to explode. My content then can get out there more to the people and take on the legacy media. The Lions have a rumor here that the Detroit Lions are looking at and are fond of former general manager Jerry Reese. He was with the New York Giants for mainly his whole career here. I don't know if you know who Jerry Reese is. I'll give you a little bit of idea who he is. Now, for Jerry Reese, he is the former successor of Ernie Accorsi. We'll get back into that in a minute. As general manager of the New York Giants in 2007, he participated in the selections of Aaron Ross, Steve Smith, Jay Alford, Kevin Boss, Michael Johnson, Ahmad Bradshaw, and Zach DeSoe. Some of those key players helped the Giants win the Super Bowl when they went up against the New England Patriots. So he does have a pedigree of winning games in the big one. With that said, in 2017, a lot of controversies happened. The Giants went 2-10, and he was fired. You're about to hit an ad break, and when this ad break hits, take the time. Do you think Jerry Reese would be a good candidate for the Detroit Lions? It's a simple question. It'll be the pinned comment. Let me know in the comment section. Would you like them to hire him? All you got to do is yes or no, and then I get an indication of what you guys think. Personally, I want to see many more interviews. I want to see more people currently in the NFL on rosters. So my first indication is I would not want this hire because I'm wanting a new guy with a new fresh face coming into a new team from that standpoint, but I want to hear from you. Other prominent names that he has selected in the draft, though, just to give you a clue of kind of who he is Odell Beckham Jr., Linval Joseph, Jason Pierre-Paul, Jonathan Hankins, and Landon Collins. He has a lot of qualities the Detroit Lions may covet, but I think one of the biggest connections here is obviously Accorsi. If you don't remember, back when they fired Martin Mayhew, they had a firm help the Detroit Lions find Bob Quinn. Ernie Accorsi was one of those individuals that set up the panel, help him get Bob Quinn. The Detroit Lions trust Ernie Accorsi, and they still confide in him, and Jerry Reese is a good friend of Ernie Accorsi, so you can see the connection there regarding the Detroit Lions and Jerry Reese. Also, this is just a rumor. There's going to be many candidates coming forward. Not a interview is set up yet. And you need to understand the season's still going on. There's going to be candidates the Lions are going to like. Teams that are good, make the playoffs, Super Bowl, i.e. Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens, teams such as that. So they can't interview those guys now. Why? Well, because they're in mid-season. So you're going to go ahead and find the guys who currently do not have a job, Jerry Reese being one of them for the Detroit Lions. There is positive and negatives to Jerry Reese. Positives is he did win a Super Bowl. He did select some quality players and a lot of quality defensive players. And that is something that the Detroit Lions extremely need now because we are hurting with quality on the defense. We're hurting for dogs on the defense. You build through the draft. He has hit some very good players for defense of the New York Giants. With that said, he has struck out on some of them, resulting in a firing from the Giants and hurting the franchise going forward. Another aspect that is good about him, he's actually been a general manager before. Shocking, the Detroit Lions tend to not hire people who had legit experience at running a franchise. He does. He actually has experience running a franchise, so that is a positive aspect. Might be low that the Detroit Lions are looking for somebody with experience. They're not doing the firm this time go around, it looks like, but at least they're looking at candidates who have done the job. That is positive. Regardless of their win-loss record, that is a step forward. Might be not a big one, but is a step forward. Reese, to me, is actually a legit contender for the job because of experience, because of his connections, and it makes sense for the Lions going for that. With that said, though, I would like to have a guy who's been on the job, who's in this new era of finding players in the new era of football. I mean, we're talking about like running quarterbacks. We're talking about doing some good offenses here and hard-nosed defense. And I would like someone from, again, the Kansas City Chiefs or the Baltimore Ravens, a team that has drafted well, because regardless of free agency, regardless of trades, the number one job for a general manager is to find players with talent in the NFL draft. You build through the draft. Let me repeat this again. You build it through the draft. You don't just build it through free agency. Why? You need to get young talent to replace those contracts for a team. Yes, we're about to hit another ad, but I gotta get paid. It's all about getting paid. Let's turn this, though, into an informal poll. I do this every single video because I want to hear from the subscribers. I want to hear from the fan base, and maybe, just maybe, Ford family will take a peek at the video and kind of see what's going on with the internal views upon this franchise. So with this internal poll and this like button, so with the question here, do you want the Detroit Lions to look elsewhere besides Jerry Reese? Hit that like button if you want them to look elsewhere, and let's see what the subscribers are thinking here. The more likes I get, the more idea I can see what the subscribers want. So let me know. Hit that like button. Do you want them to continue to look elsewhere besides Jerry Reese? When you have a quality draft, you can win a lot. You just turn around and turn over the players in your contract and redraft them for their spots, and that's how you win. Get young talent, fresh bodies in there to do well. Look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They've done that. Look at the Baltimore Ravens. I know a lot of people are not fond of the Minnesota Vikings, but they've done that as well. You build through the draft. So it makes sense that they're finding somebody that's done that, but I still want a new age era general manager. So this is not my top guy, but it is a rumor going around, and of course I got to talk about it. It will be interesting to see if there is actually an interview set up, and when the interviews get set up, so we can finally see true candidates and kind of what the style they're going for. Now, we've heard two candidates who are all former general managers, so that's a good indication that they're going for someone with experience. That is a good indication. You want someone with experience for this job. You don't want to go ahead and just hire some no-name off the street or internally hire somebody. You want to get a guy who has experience evaluating talent and getting them to have quality players on the roster. We'll see what goes on with Jerry Reese. Also, a fun fact about this is if he can really if he does become the general manager of the Detroit Lions, what he would do with the quarterback position. Now, you know Eli Manning, he was there. He kept the veteran quarterback, so that's obviously would be a big issue for Matthew Stafford, because the big thing going around is, are they going to keep Matthew Stafford? Are they going to go quarterback? Who knows? But that would be the number one issue that he would have to take care of, or the general manager is going to have to take care of. Do you draft a quarterback for the heir apparent of Matthew Stafford? Do you trade Matthew Stafford for assets? Do you keep him and build upon this defense? That will be a big-time decision that the new general manager has to make, and Jerry Reese would have to make as well. Final ad's about to take place, but this gives you a good chance and opportunity to go ahead and hit the notification bell. I'm dropping content every single day, do live shows, dropping videos, not necessarily at the same time every day, so you want to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on content. Be the person to hit that first comment and say, I was here first. Hit that notification bell. So for the upcoming videos, I will be talking about the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be an intense one. This is going to be a more emotional video, more or less than a breakdown like I generally do. I want this to be a different type of video because I'm personally invested in this. I want the Detroit Lions to defeat the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. Don't like playing the Green Bay Packers. Don't like losing to the Green Bay Packers. And it would be absolutely awesome to get 2 wins in a row from the NFC North. Green Bay Packers talked about all the time in the positive light. The juggernauts of the NFL. You know, the darling Aaron Rodgers. So I'm not going to do this breakdown prediction, super professional video. This is more of a drill sergeant, get it done type of video. I am going to be a little more intense in there because I want this team to win the NFC North rival Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings coming the last game of the year. You have a chance to make the playoffs, but you got to win this game Sunday. You're at home. The whole pride is on the line here. It is one pride. It's Detroit versus everybody. So I want them to get home and get that win. I'm excited to make this video, and I'm excited for you guys to get that hype as well and see this team compete. We haven't competed in years besides last week, thanks to Pat Matricia. So hopefully Darrell Bevell can sneak off another win, go 2-0 in the NFC North, and just 2-0 period. It's a very important game on Sunday, and I really want to put my emotion into this video. That will be happening tomorrow. Make sure that you are there for that. Also, Thursday, the One Pride podcast is going to be on live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We have the panel on. We're going to talk about the game that occurred in Chicago. We're going to talk about the Green Bay game. We're going to talk about general managers. Make sure you are there for that live show. And on Sunday, the Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers live watch party. Make sure you are there as well. It's a fun time. My jaw's feeling better. Should be good to go. With that said, folks, adios.